Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. I just noticed Prentler in chat on Instagram. How you doing? This show, as you know, goes out on multiple platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, X, and YouTube. And Prentler, I'm a big fan of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Prentler is an artist who makes all kinds of really cool kind of, I'd say like 1950s comic book art. Very, very cool. Hello, Prop Machina. Nice to see you. McWizKid. Yes, there is something at the end of that timer. Harbour Automation. Nice to see you. Craig Power. 117 Danny, is it? MW Design and Co. Lovely to see you. Skewy Cat, how are you doing over on Twitch? CM or CM Odyssey. Happy Sunday evening to you as well. Ponder in the house. Great to see you too. Absolutely epic. Let's see if we've got anyone on YouTube. No, not at the moment, but we've got Eds on X, which is brilliant. Nice to see you. And Philip Hoy, lovely to have you with us, my friend. Great to see you. So we get this music down because I've actually got a brand new UK garage playlist. So something from the 90s, which of course fits in with the theme of this here show, which those of you that are regular will know is all about 80s and 90s, or nouveau retro as we call it. Let's have a quick look. Hang on 1 second. I think we may have just got a first time chat, which is always rather exciting. Here we go. There we go. Brand new playlist tonight. We've got about 10 tunes that we can listen to of the UK garage variety. Ren Mandragon. How you doing? You caught the start. Well done to you. And welcome to the friendliest chat on the internet. Just ask Supersonic Jim, Prof Giles. Good evening, sir. And Tiny Devil Games. Hi, Ken. I got your epic adventures, your first steps into the world of CGI special effects, and it's looking very hackers. In with the UK garage. So what is this show about? Well, quite simply put, Way of the Exploding Show goes out every Sunday at 9 p.m. Sometimes I miss the odd day, but generally it's every Sunday. And we talk about everything from the 80s and 90s. But most importantly, while we've got a retro quiz, which everyone in chat will tell you is absolutely epic, which we do in about half an hour. It's a multiple choice quiz, loads of fun. We also look at new innovations around the retro scene. So things that sort of hark back to the 80s and 90s, are born of that culture, that pop culture, movies, music, games, of course, but are new and modern and contemporary. And I've got some great news items for you that some of you might have seen on my tweet, where I kind of foreshadowed some of the content of tonight's show. Janet, how you doing? You're on YouTube tonight, so not on Instagram. Bruce93, good evening to you. Let's have a look, just make sure that we're saying hello to Instagram. Psychic Janet joined on Instagram. Okay, cool. And then you've jumped over to YouTube because it's a better viewing experience, I think, isn't it? But that's not to say a big hello to the Instagrammers. I just actually put a video up on Instagram of me. It's really funny. On my rollerblades, which I dusted off today, got out of the cupboard, being towed up a really steep hill by my son on his electric bike, and it's hilarious. You've got to check it out. It's been incredible weather here in Cornwall. For those of you not from the UK, Cornwall is kind of the UK's answer to the Gold Coast in Australia, all right? And it's definitely been feeling like this. MC WizKid, I'm not a McDonald's item. Haha. I don't really understand that. You may have to explain it to me. Let me just whiz over to Bruce. Yes, if you can't use your children to tow you up hills, what are they good for? I completely agree, my friend. I can feel this tune building. Yeah. Got some choice tunes coming your way. Is the lighting all right? I might be in a little bit of shadow. Tried to get the lighting right tonight. I might be having a bit of a studio change soon, so look out for that. It'll be fun. Anyway, I wanted to start by showing you a news item and then playing a game. It'll all make sense in a second. Let's take that tune down. Time for a quick bit of news. Yeah, welcome to Wave the Exploding News, which we do each week, and we like to look at contemporary retro content, and this evening is no exception. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it turns out that 8-Bit Do, the company behind this epic Nintendo-styled mouse, which some of you might have seen before, which I often use, and also this arcade stick. This is an arcade stick from 8-Bit Do, right? But as you can see by the image below, they have just announced a brand new, what do they call it? The arcade controller. I don't know what they're on about. You've got the arcade stick, and then you've got the, what's the actual name of it? Let me just try and see if I can get into that. I'll have a look in a second. And importantly, it's got some really interesting ergonomic features, as well as a super thin design. Yeah, it's called the arcade controller. They've not been very creative with the name. Built for professionals, compatible with Switch and Windows. So they're obviously getting ready for the launch of Switch 2, aren't they? It's got some interesting sort of kidney-shaped buttons. Ultra thin and compact, nearly the same size as an A4 sheet of paper, and as thin as 1.6 centimeters. That's almost a third of the thickness of the 8-Bit Do arcade stick, which I just showed to you. So it's a third as thick as this, right? So it's going to be, I'm just going to go to my camera so I can see myself. That's it's going to be about there, isn't it? It's going to be about as thin as my 2 fingers width there, which is very, very interesting. Let's line up another tune from the new UK Garage playlist. Compatible with Windows, compatible with Switch, leverless ultimate precision, experience unmatched accuracy and ultra fast inputs. Interesting, isn't it? With an all button arcade design and precise quad movement layout. Execute combos with greater speed and precision than ever before. It's interesting. It's a very niche sell, this. It's a really niche sell. Built for competitive fighting games, all at a great value. But I don't understand. So how do you move then? I suppose you're just moving. You're using buttons, aren't you, to move? And then it's got these programmable kidney-shaped buttons. Remap P1, P2, P3, P4 to any buttons of your choice to fit different gaming postures and scenarios. Perform complex fighting combos effortlessly and precisely. It's such a niche offering. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just surprised. Disable the programmable buttons by placing them with flat lock caps to avoid accidental presses. It's unusual, isn't it? 4 button locks included. Really unusual. When you switch between S input and PC, that's X input, the arcade controller's dynamic button layout instantly changes. It does that on this one. I don't have enough room for this on my desk. That's the same thing here. When you move these configurations around, the buttons, they're actually labeled A, B, C, and D, and then they change X and whatever. They change to the configuration of your Xbox or whatever it is. It's got this 2.4 Bluetooth and wired connectivity that stick has as well, which is interesting. And it is quite nice and low profile with its magnetic foldable feet. I don't understand what it's. Could someone tell me in chat? Dr. Oculus, Bruce, maybe Giles would know about this. In chat, what do you think to this? What's the sell with this? Like, where are they going with it? I mean, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm just not understanding the market. Let's have a look at Instagram. Any inspiration on Instagram? Hi, Alex Cosford, Alan Drake, automated dad, like that. Hi, Rach, how you doing? I liked your comment about Jackson being used as child labour to tow me up the hill. Dave House, Pugster, how you doing? I'm just at a bit of a loss. Evening all, saw you out in the Sinclair this evening. Oh, hi, Mark, how you doing? Mark from Cornwall. So, what's the cost? I think it's about 3. Is it? I can't remember what the cost is. I don't know. Maybe you could find out. I'm not much of a fighter type gamer, to be honest, so it's really not for me, says Dr. Oculus. Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. I just can't figure out how they can produce a controller like that without a directional stick. But then I don't play top level fighting games. I wish we had someone like MR2 Nut 123. He'd tell us, wouldn't he? It's for developers to save their fingers on small screens, says Prof Charles. Is it really? It's being made to use easier for all. So it's like a kind of capture all thing, but it says for pros, doesn't it? Anyway, there we go. With that in mind, I thought I would try and do something a little bit different, which is this. Hang on, let me just try that. Right, can you see that? Good, you can see it. Can you hear it? Can you hear this game, folks? First of all, I need to say yes because I can't see the screen and play it at the same time. So I'm a little bit disabled in my endeavours to check whether, from a technical point of view, you can see this new version of Breakout, which is available on Steam, and that I showed you last week, but I wasn't able to play, and I sorted out how to play it. Looks and sounds great too, so you can hear the music and the kind of dull thuds. So if you move the stick like that, you can actually curve the ball. I'm using a mouse at the moment. I did actually buy a cable. Wow, that was so cool. In an attempt to try and get my spinner off my arcade machine, which I actually took off my arcade machine, well, because I was turning the arcade machine in the lounge. Oh my god, that is so hard. Oh man. This is epic. Oh. Oh man, I can't get it. I've got this special save screen by virtue of the level I'm at, which is giving me a few get out of jail cards. Boom, baby! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. So that's the game that I wanted to show you last week. Yeah, looks incredible, Prof. Giles. That's why I went to the trouble of trying to work out. I just couldn't get any image capturing of games going. And so I had to play around with the settings and realised that actually, weirdly, if I bring it into my streaming software, then go back out to the game, restart it, it works. Okay, this looks utterly nuts. I needed something to pull me out of the Balatro rabbit hole I've been down, says Adam Pearson TV. Thank you very, very much. I suppose you probably want to know what it's called. It's called Breakout Beyond, or Beyond Breakout. Breakout Beyond, actually. Breakout Beyond. Do you want one more level? Let's play one more level, shall we? I think we should. You can still see it? Let me know you can still see it. I'll have a look at Instagram in a minute. I'm only getting Twitch comments here. Do I get to move on? All right, okay. Yes, you can still see it. Thanks, Prof. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I got my spinner off my arcade machine, and I was trying to configure that by buying a special cable because it's got the very, very old USB on one end and then a USB-C on the other, and I whacked it into the top of my Steam Deck, and I was trying to play with a spinner on my Steam Deck, but it wouldn't work, and it's really annoyed me. So I'm using a mouse instead. Here we go. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and get down at the top because it looks a bit like the weak stuff is at the top. If you've got any tips, let me know. See how it curves? Oh, messed it. That's not good, guys. I've lost one of my lives. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. I've got a power up, look. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, my God. Boom, baby! Come on! That's insane. That's the quickest I've ever done any level. Oh, my God. That was so good. So we're playing Breakout Beyond, which is a game you can buy on Steam. I don't know how much it is. I can't remember. We're definitely going to leave it there because, that's as much as I can. I mean, I'm too excited to even focus on it. It's called Breakout Beyond. Let's have a look. I'll go to Steam. I'll go to the store. Maybe someone can tell me in chat before I get there. Breakout Beyond. £12.79 if you're watching from the UK. There we go. Okay, we'll get rid of Mini Jace. We'll get rid of Breakout. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Time for a cup of tea, and then we'll move on to the next news item. Actually, before we do that, I should just say to those of you who've just joined, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. It's a great show. We go out every Sunday at 9 p.m. We've been going for years. In its previous iteration, we've probably been going 3 or 4 years. Longer. And Dr. Oculus, if you're on Twitch, has just added the Steam URL for Breakout Beyond into chat, which is rather nice. We'll put that UK Garage music back on. There we go. Got a new UK Garage playlist. It's all 80s, 90s, this show, with a nouveau, retro, contemporary twist. Right. Another news story, which you may have seen if you're looking at my X account today. They are bringing Escape from New York out on VHS. Okay, this is super exciting. Let me try and find the news story. Okay, Escape from New York, new VHS. So look. Okay, here we go. This is cool. The people at Vice Press comfortably win this week's They Must Be Mad award. It's announced a brand new physical media release of John Carpenter's seminal Escape from New York, and by absolutely unpopular demand, it's bringing them back to VHS. I think it's great. This is from Film Stories, by the way, filmstories.co.uk. Thank you for letting me read your article. Not that I asked permission. 2 different editions are being offered. There's a limited slipcase edition with the cover art, and the cover art's been done by Phantom City Creative, and it comes with a screen printed tape design. Then there's a collector's edition with a double-sided cover, and Matt Ferguson has done the design work there. As for the film itself, it's presented in PAL format, good, because we're in the UK, and in widescreen, none of this pan and scan nonsense. And it comes with a special poster, which is there on screen right now. There's a new poster, and I think you get the poster. I don't want to spend my entire stream reading from the screen. Maybe I'll read a bit more. If you're not familiar with the film, what a treat you're in for, I would say that. It's a fantastic concept. It's absolutely worth the trouble of locating a VHS player. Yeah. Just there, there's one down there. And finding a modern day television that accepts SCART. Well, we know because we were watching VHS a few weeks ago in this here room, weren't we? A good double bill with The Purge Anarchy too, arguably the highlight of that particular franchise. What a strange couplet. What a weird choice. Here's looking forward to more collectible VHS releases. I agree. I love the artwork. I really like the new artwork. I thought the original poster, which is in my cache right now, is rather cool. You have a GBS-C that accepts SCART. Nice. Set in the far future year of 1997. So yeah, there's the original poster, which kind of harks to Planet of the Apes, doesn't it? In that sort of end of civilization concept. Brilliant idea. I seem to remember New York is a prison, and doesn't the president's aircraft crash in the city, and they have to go and get him out or something like that? I'm sure that's the story. It's been so many years since I've watched it. Anyway, I could well do with grabbing that. What a great idea. Brilliant idea. We like to see brand new VHSs. You know I'm a big fan of VHSs, right? I've got a huge pile back there. I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's a nice VHS copy of that. How about Day of the Dead? That's a choice one, isn't it? Conan the Barbarian. There we go, on VHS. And what about The Lost Boys? And I've got some absolute crackers back there. I've got Blade Runner. Halloween and Alien. Halloween, look. Halloween and Alien, all on VHS. Love that. Brilliant stuff. Well done. Love the idea of a brand new, re-release of an old classic. Okay, I'm just going to pop over to Instagram, make sure that I'm not missing your lovely comments. Oh, it was zoomed in, was it? Was it zoomed in? The game, are you sure? I think that was part of the style. Was the game zoomed in? Let me know, team. Automated Dab, epic movie. Thank you very, very much. I think so too. Lovely. Hi, Cardi Man. Hi, Rehull. Josie B. JF5 Photos. Boise 2003. Simon UK. Spelt PSY. Nice. I'm still unpacking Jem Cooper. How did you guess? Jem Cooper is referencing the movie. If you want to know what that's all about, then you can find it here on that URL, controlaidelete.net. That's it's our movie, isn't it? What we made. And we filmed it all a few weeks ago, and it's currently about to be edited. So if you'd like to go along and find out what that's all about, it's just like an 80s movie that should be on VHS. In fact, we're doing a VHS version of it, aren't we? controlaidelete.net. Find out about the movie and click on any of the Kickstarter logos on that page to go, and you can still buy yourself a digital download or a Blu-ray. Okay, and then finally, I got this news story, as I did all my news stories this week, from Discord. If someone would like to put Discord into chat for X, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch and YouTube, which are all the platforms that we're currently streaming on right now simultaneously, that would be great. We Are Rewind, you'll know I'm a big fan. I've wanted to buy that there. I don't know what Snake's picture's doing in there. That's a mistake. They make old school cassette players, and they've come, thanks to Tiny Devil Games. The Discord link is in Twitch. And they're making a boombox, and that's the boombox there. They're called We Are Rewind, and they are resurrecting the boombox with 2 VU meters on there. Look, I don't know what functionality it's going to have. If you go to their website, We Are Rewind, just Google it, you'll find some sort of mysterious, kind of slightly tempting descriptions of what may be coming. Sorry that I've got the Escape from New York picture in that folder. That's a mistake. And I'm really excited. The relaunch of any boombox is a great thing. I covered a boombox at this big Berlin tech show last year, which was quite cool. And it had some kind of ability to connect to Bluetooth headphones, and also to stream from Spotify and things like that. So maybe this will be a dual-use boombox. But I love the idea, because you might know that this week, if you look at my Instagram, I went out and about on the streets of London, and there was a bunch of rollerbladers, and they kind of claimed the streets. I did an hour and a half live stream on TikTok of me. I was on my one-wheel electric skateboard because I didn't have any blades with me, and they were on their rollerblades, and there's about 200 people, and we went all across London, stopping the traffic with music playing. A boombox like that would have been a really, really cool idea. On that event, by the way, they had networked multiple backpacks with speakers in them, which was rather cool. We've just got a new follower, and I'm not sure what the new follower's name is, but I'm very, very grateful. I missed your name come up, but welcome. So there you go, new boombox coming your way. I'll wait for it to come back up on the screen. From We Are Rewind. Fantastic idea. Love it to bits. Okay, so loads of news stories this week. Let's get the music in my brand new UK Garage playlist. You know that we've got another UK Garage playlist which we've played to death over the last few weeks. Well, now you've got a new one. Choice music chosen for you. Well, I'll tell you, I got it from Epidemic Sound. I'm not paid by them or anything like that. But it is a good service. Okay, I've got to get some tea. I am parched. It's still rather hot here, and I've been talking non-stop for 24 minutes. 1 second. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me what games you've been playing. Tell me what retro adventures you've been having, team. I'd love to know. Tall man with glasses there. How you doing? A lot of these stories this week, Stuart, came from you. So thank you for that. I think I've still got my Seisho MS-74 in the garage somewhere. You better get that out, my friend. So Graham said that he spent this afternoon creating some original music with Kiddo using GarageBand. Oh, that's lovely. She's written her own lyrics and everything. Oh, that's great. GarageBand is a great platform to start with, isn't it, with youngsters and that. Dr. Oculus has said that they've fallen down a satisfactory rabbit hole this week with, which game was it, Dr. Oculus? Oh, this tune. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, wireless headphones, John, UK, Japan, on the We Are Rewind website. Let me just look for that other boombox. Oh, I like this tune a lot. I like it a lot. There we go. That's that other boombox that I was mentioning. Let me just try that again. See if you can screenshot this and get the name of it. Did you get it? Mondo. Is it in chat? Did it say Mondo? Is it there? Oh, that's got some. Those headphones are nice. Mondo. Let's have a look. If we're talking reissues of boomboxes, Mondo Boombox. Boom. Mondo by Defunk. Nice name. Defunk. Ah, yeah. Oh, man, this tune is something, isn't it? Oh man, this Mondo thing's incredible. What? So it's a lot of money. It's 3,999 krona. I don't even know what that is. Right, Mondo. I'm just going to bring it into chat for you. Just give me a second. Save. And then we're going to go for headphones. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, beautiful. The headphones are epic. I have actually brought these headphones into chat before. Mondo 2. I'm going to bring all this stuff. I'd have to open Photoshop, I'm afraid. It's really annoying because, have you noticed, so many images that you grab off the internet now are in this web format. So annoying. Bear with me. Go. Export that bad boy as a JPEG. Mondo 4. Almost there, folks, and then we'll do the headphones as well. Let's do it. What a tune, mate. Come on. If I had more room, I would seriously get my groove on. Probably best. Did we ever get any feedback in chat as to whether the game that I played earlier was whether it was zoomed in or not? Okay, so look. I'm just going to try and bring it in. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Yeah, JPEG. Got that. Has that worked? Okay. I'm hoping this is that tune. I want to play it again. How about that? I mean, it might not look as amazing to you right now as it does on the website. But it's also, we've also got some headphones that go with it. Let me just bring those in as well. 2 seconds. Is this the same tune again? Such a fiddly interface. Instagram might not be able to see this. Instagram, you see, look at this show vertically. So 310 quid is what 3,999 krona is. Come on, baby. I'm ready. Oh yeah. Time to get your groove on a Sunday night on Way of the Exploding Show. I'm aware that I'm covered in images, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Come on! Right, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to whack a filter onto this. Divide. Come on! 1, 2, 3. This is like the first time I've heard this tune in full. Okay, let's turn it down. We don't normally do this, do we? But who cares? We can do what we want. That's the beauty of streaming. Put an echo on it. We're going to put a ping pong. Ping, 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 ping. Great. So much fun being here with you, playing cool tunes. Oh, wow, this one's gone on the gym playlist. Anyway, that's the Mondo Boombox, and that's the Mondo Bluetooth wireless headphones based on that first generation Walkman. Okay. And this is the We Are Rewind Boombox, which started the news item, and you're listening to Way of the Exploding Show, or watching Way of the Exploding Show. What a great tune. What an epic, epic tune. Oh, come on! Playing with my knobs. Okay, here we go. Let's take that off and let's drop it fresh. Oh no, it's still going. Oh, that's a little low pass filter. That's why you can still hear the bass. And then we're going to take that right up. Okay, baby. Yeah. Well, welcome to the show tonight. You're most welcome. We're streaming live on YouTube, on X, on Twitch, on Instagram and Facebook. And I hope you've got it loud wherever you are, because we're about to stop this musical shenanigery and we're going to go for the quiz, which I'm sure you'll be very pleased about as soon as this tune stops, which is round about now. Yes, beautiful. We love that. We love that tune. Amazing. Let's have a quick look at Instagram. Say hello to everyone. Hello. Yeah, Psychic Janet. I can see the comments. I've just not been looking at them because I've been dancing. Yes, I can. Matt Black Gaming. DJ JB. Good evening, Matt. A little over 1K. They will sell you a refrigerated cool box. Does that count? I don't know. Is that self fridges, as in they sell fridges? It's Swedish. Okay. That's why it's so expensive, isn't it? Anyway, marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Folks, it's time to play some Way of the Exploding quiz. The time perfectly just after the half-hour mark. This quiz is really straightforward. I ask you a bunch of questions, and I give you, is it 3? Yeah, 3. I can't remember, 3 or 4. 4 alternative answers. One of them's correct. You've got to guess which one by typing out. Not in full, but in English kind of stuff. Not A, B, C, or D, or anything like that. What you think the answer is. If you're absolutely convinced that you know the answer, do not tell everyone, because some people might, be finding it a tricky question. Give them a chance to be right or wrong, and then at the end we're going to compare and see if we've got any winners. And as you know, if you're regular, we often get some 10 out of 10s. So you better have your wits about you. Today's first question in our Way of the Exploding quiz. Let's have a look at it. In the film Demolition Man from 1993, which restaurant chain won the franchise wars? Was it McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, or Taco Bell? Which one of those 4 do you think won the franchise wars that Sylvester Stallone and what's her face? What's her face? What's her name again? Sandra Bullock. Yeah, they have a chat about it. There you go. It's more drum and bass this, but with a kind of UK garage. Like a UK garage tempo. Going to go to the aggregated chat so I can see everyone's chat. Lots of answers coming in. Right, we're going to go to question number 2. Which synth heavy band released the 1984 concept album Some Great Reward? Does that sound like an album from Depeche Mode, Yazoo, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, aka OMD, or Erasure? Interestingly, what's his name? The guy that set up Depeche Mode, played all the synths, and Erasure, Vince Clarke. Vince Clarke is in 2 of those 4 bands. Amazing. I've been to his house, as some of you know, in New York, in Brooklyn. Wow, this is a heavy tune, isn't it, this one? Heavy tune. Just make sure I've not got any filters set on there. No, I haven't. No. Question number 2. Okay, cool. Question number 3. You and I should get along so awfully. You and I should get along so awfully. Does that sound like a lyric from Depeche Mode, Yazoo, OMD, or Erasure? See what I did there? I gave you 2 questions with the same potential answers. I think there's a warp on this track, so I'm just going through the tracks and turning off the warp feature. The warp feature means that I can play tunes of just about any tempo and I can remix them together very easily. It's a function of the platform on which I create these tunes. And I think that's what was happening there. I think that's what was happening there. Okay, so you've done your answers for question. Whoop! Almost lost my stream deck. Question number 3, and we're going to go to question number 4. Name the machine that made this 1983 classic that you can see on screen there. Famous. Name the machine that made this game from the still on screen. Famous. The Atari 800, the Commodore 64, the ZX81, or the ZX Spectrum. Can you hear me okay? Because I've got the music up rather loud. I like it. It's like being in a nightclub. Let me know if you can hear me. And also let me know if you like the playlist. Okay, so something of a dilemma. Something of a dilemma. Question for you fashionistas out there. I have for your attention the humble Birkenstock. Now, I bought these a few years ago very quickly because I'd hurt my foot. In fact, I'd had an accident on the one wheel. I'd torn my heel open. It was terrible. And I couldn't walk, so I bought these because they've got an open back. And they're dead comfy. And I thought, oh, these Birkenstocks, not normally my kind of thing because I'm not into that kind of hippie vibe. But yeah, oof, indeed. But I really like the way they feel. Now, the problem I've got with them is they look like Jesus sandals. Yeah, Jesus Creepers is what Matt Black Gaming just said. Now, nothing against Jesus. Seems like a lovely bloke. Like Christians, I've got a lot of time for Christians, a lot of time. Good people. The Christians that I've met, absolutely smashing people. But the God, I've got to stop. I've got to turn my brain off. I had a lovely cup of coffee this morning with a Christian and had an amazing conversation about garden stuff. It was really cool. I really enjoyed her company, and I can't remember her name, which is rather rude of me, but if you happen to be watching, God bless you. Which is, I think, what you Christians say. Anyway, back to these. I'm enjoying these so much, but I can't get down with the style. So what I thought we could do, you see behind me, there's a piece of art there that I did. I mean, I partially did that. That was actually an existing piece of graffiti that I messed around with. Hey, Puttycat, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much for the Prime. Subscribing for 17 months. I feel rather ignoble now that you've done that. Talking about my shoes when there's subscribing going on. Thank you so much. What an absolutely lovely, lovely person you are. That's hugely lovely. Thank you. Anyway, the point I was going to make is, what do we think, team, about the old Birkenstocks in white? Wait. I know you're thinking, wow, that is proper sort of Jesus shoes. In white. And then I get a black Posca pen, which are those graffiti pens that people tag up with because they drip. And I do some wicked tags and some kind of like mini crowns and do you know what I mean? Like Basquiat, you know the French artist Basquiat, some Basquiat images, and I just mess them up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So they're like graffiti shoes. What do we think? If you like the idea, I'll order the goddamn things tonight. I'm not even going to mess about because they're so comfy. And I run in and out of the house, and my wife doesn't like me to wear shoes in the house, so they're great because I can slip them off. Pimp my Burko. You guys are good. Oh, it's Prof. Giles. Why am I not surprised? Automod held a message for some reason. Bullying. I'm going to allow it because it'd be really funny to see what someone said. I bet they weren't bullying. Allow. Bruce said, yeah, graffitiing them up sounds good. I think that's meant to be bullying. What? The auto mod, the pseudo AI within the streaming software that I use, prevented a comment. Could it be this one? You're sounding like the Donald. Good people doing great job. Yeah, good people. I can't do Donald Trump. Good people doing great work. I know a lot of Christians. That was the worst impersonation of Donald Trump ever. I think live your best life. If you want to do it, and it's not hurting anyone, go nuts. Yeah. Unless you're Matt, and then Crocs are apparently the future. Anyway, God damn it. Talk about diversion. Right, question 5. We've done question 4, haven't we? Which of these actors turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix before Keanu Reeves accepted it? Was it offered to Will Smith, Nicolas Cage? Oh, I saw a Nicolas Cage movie this week. Brilliant. Called The Surfer. It's bonkers. It's absolutely off its nuts. Ethan Hawke or Johnny Depp? Will Smith, Nicolas Cage, Ethan Hawke, Johnny Depp for Neo in The Matrix. Let me know in chat. Yeah, it's called The Surfer. And it's a bit like the movie with Nicolas Cage. It's out at the moment, and it's a bit like... Have you ever seen The Wicker Man? The Wicker Man. That is a really good movie. Kind of paganism in a kind of, I don't know, Cotswolds town or something. Really weird, mysterious. Lots of sort of, in that film, sort of sexual undertones. But in this film, drug and cult undertones. Really loved it. It was freaky. Like everyone at the end, there was only about 6 of us in the cinema, all laughed. And we all looked at each other and went, oh my God, that was weird. That was absolutely insane. We were all saying this to each other as we walked out. Anyway. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Right, okay, question 6. Which 1983 film made Ray-Ban Wayfarers a massive fashion trend? Because they were massive in the 80s, weren't they? Was it Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Well, I remember one of the characters, Ferris, wearing glasses. Don't know what they were. Wall Street, did they wear Wayfarers? Risky Business, was that a Wayfarer-style movie? Or Fast Times at Ridgemont High? I know that... Sean Penn was in that. Yeah, apparently this film spurned a fashion trend for buying Wayfarers. Yeah, Ray-Bans were really popular in the 80s, that's for sure. That's question 6. Where are we? Okay, we're going to have to get a move on. In Desperately Seeking Susan, a few fashion questions this week. What accessory worn by Madonna sparked a real-world fashion craze? Was it her beret? Was it her lace gloves? Was it a puffball skirt? Or possibly feather earrings? Which of those became huge in the 80s based on Madonna's portrayal of a character in Desperately Seeking Susan? Go for it. Good. Okay. We're now moving on. We're going to question number 8 this week. Name the other dead presidents in the 1981 action crime thriller Point Break. You've got one of them there. Name the others in Point Break. We've got options. Carter, Nixon and Johnson. Is that the 3 that join the one on screen? I'm not going to say his name just in case you don't know. Carter, Reagan and Nixon, do they join that president on screen? Nixon, Ford and Clinton, are they worn as rubber masks by the bank robbers in that fantastic movie? Or Kennedy, Johnson and Nixon, which of those triplets feels right to you? You can't say D, Matt. I did say that because I need to be able to interact with your choice. I know it's annoying. Normally the answers aren't this long. That's all I can say, bro. Well, that was a fine tune. I know, sorry, says Matt. Matt, I feel bad now. I feel like I chastised you and I didn't mean to. Okay, right, cool. We're going to go to question number 9. You... Stay away so long, girl. I see you never. That's me attempting to not put any melody into that. Is that a lyric that sounds like it belongs to Atlantic Stars Always, the Bangles' Manic Monday, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's Say, Say, Say. It's only smaller, that one, to fit it in. It's not a hint. Or Berlin's Take My Breath Away. Which of those 4 songs. You stay away. So long, girl. I see you never. That's me trying to hide the melody in my portrayal. Question number 9. And our final question tonight. In The Breakfast Club 1985, a popular movie for this here quiz, which character wore a long trench coat and fingerless gloves? Are we talking about Andrew Clark, the character of Claire Standish, possibly John Bender, or Brian Johnson? Which of those names would you associate with a long trench coat and fingerless gloves? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we hit peak quiz. And we shoot back, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't even need to look at your answers. We're going to have a 10 out of 10 tonight. I am very confident, because try as I may to befuddle you, I reckon you've done very, very well this week. I've seen a lot of correct answers, far too many. Hi, Cheeky Angel, how you doing? Great to see you in chat. So many of you in tonight. Rock and Roller RC, hello, folks, from YouTube. Rob H, hey, how you doing? Excuse me, I'm not giving Instagram any love for about half an hour. This is not good. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Automated Dad still there. Well done. Cooler King, Mr. Shug, Ken Winkle, Jam 7 created, Jammy Phil, Ben himself. Lots of you there. Right, going back to the aggregated chat. Well, good luck, Janet, even if you have been guessing. Right, question number 1. Let's quick turn question 10 off. Was in the film Demolition Man, which restaurant won the franchise awards? It was, of course, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Give yourself a 1 out of 1 on screen. 1/1 if you got it right. Right, 1/1. If you got it wrong, right, 0/1. That's how we play the game. Well done, Dr. Oculus. Putty Cat, Tiny Devil, well done, Ken. We need to talk this week, Ken. Lots to talk about. Loving your graphical adventures. Cheeky Angel, did you get it right? Prof. Giles, Ponder. Rob H guessing. I Quail. Everyone's got it right. Although Matt didn't do so well. No worries, Matt. Plenty of time. Janet Eds, Rob H. Well done. Good. Right, we're going to move on to question number 2. Synth heavy band released a concept album called Some Great Reward. It had a track on it called People Are People. It was, of course, Depeche Mode. Bad luck, Phil. Plenty of time to make it up. That's the second one. We'll go to the third one because we're running out of time. Then we'll have a quick roundup. You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Bum 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 bum. Anyway, Depeche Mode is the answer as well to question numero 3. Number 3. Well done, Prof. Well done, Quail. Ponder getting 1 out of 3. Not bad. Oh, Cheeky Angel. Maybe I can sing. Maybe a little bit. 2 out of 3 for Matt. 3 out of 3 for Eds. I Quail. 3 out of 3. What else have we got? I need to get this chat working. Scrolling right down. I Quail, yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there. Rob. 1 out of 3. Janet, 3 out of 3. Well done, I Quail. 3 out of 3. Phil just not quite there yet. Not quite making the grade just yet. That game is, of course, Ant-Attack on the ZX Spectrum. That's the answer to question number 4. We'll move on to 5 quickly because we're running out of time and we'll round up then. The role in which, the actor that turned down the role of Neo in Matrix was, as many of you got right, Will Smith. I don't know if Will Smith would have pulled that off. He wouldn't, would he? I think Keanu did really, really well. Is that the C64 screenshot? Okay. Doesn't affect the question, just makes it harder. So what have we got out of 5? 3 for Matt. Putty gets 5. Prof gets 5. Dr. Oculus 2. 3 for Ponder. 4 for... 5 for Quail. Skewy Cat guessed and got 5 out of 5 so far. Eds is on 3. Phil Hoy still hasn't scored with 4 yet. Or 5. But you're still a legend, Phil. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Question number 6. Which 1993 film made Ray-Ban Wayfarers a massive fashion trend? It was, of course, Risky Business. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I thought would be more popular as a choice because it's one of the iconic elements of the movie. But they're not Wayfarers. They're not even Ray-Bans. So there we go. 6 out of 6 for Bruce, Dr. Oculus, Prof. Giles. So many top scores. iQuail and Skewy. My God, are we going to get a 10 out of 10? We might get multiple 10s out of 10s. Incredible. 4 for Matt. Well done, Matt. 3 for Ponder. Skewy on 6. Right, we're going to move on now. Ed on 4. Rob on 3. Janet on 5. Phil Hoy on. Oh, you made the grade, Phil. Well done, buddy. Question 7. In Desperately Seeking Susan, it is lace gloves that Madonna makes. Huge. You can't buy them. They're sold out everywhere. Lace gloves is what it was for Desperately Seeking Susan. We're going to move on, actually. Question 7. We'll have a look at your stuff in a minute. Question number 8. Name the other dead presidents. That's Reagan. And the others are Carter, Nixon, and Johnson. If you wrote Carter, Nixon, and Johnson in that order, give me, sound off, out of 8, what you got. That's a tricky one because it's very, very confusing. 5, 6 for Janet. 3 out of 8 for Puddy. Well done, Puddy. Matt is on 5. Very, very good. Brian Bruce is on 8. So is Tiny Devil Games. Skewy, Prof. Giles, Dr. Oculus getting 7. Ponder is on 5. 6 for Eds. Well done. And 3 for Rob H. Let's turn those off. I move to question number 9. You stay away so long, girl. I see you never. Not great writing, is it? Not brilliantly written, that one, that lyric. That is from Say by Paul McCartney and the wonderful Michael Jackson. And we'll just look at 9. Who's got out of 9? Let's see if we've got any 9 out of 9s. We've got 1, which is Prof. Giles. We've got a 9 out of 9. We've got another one from Puddy. We've got 8 for Dr. Oculus. Just picked at the end there. Skewy, 9 out of 9. 6 for Matt, which is very good. Quail gets 9 out of 9 too. We could have multiple 10 out of 10s. Who knows? Maybe we won't get even 1. 9 out of 9. Had to go through that one in my head, says Bruce. Yeah, I did a good job of muddying the water. Ken, a.k.a. Tiny Devil Games, also on 9. And 4 for Rob, 6 for Eds. Very, very good indeed. As we move to question number 10, which was in The Breakfast Club in 1985. Which character wore a long trench coat and fingerless gloves? The answer is, of course, the bad boy. Par excellence, John Bender. John Bender. Did we get a, what's that tune? Did we get a 10 out of 10? We did! Big shout outs going to Puddy Cat. Well done, Ponder 57. Bruce. Prof. Giles. iQuail. Skewy Cat. Oh! Ken falls at the final hurdle, gets a very respectable 9. GG's, says everyone. Well done, Rob, to you with your 4 and Eds with your 7. Great show as always. Thank you, Eds. I do appreciate that. He's had an energy tonight. Janet, a huge 7 out of 10. Well, what can I say? It's been brilliant. 9 for Dr. Oculus. A very underrated movie, says Matt. Very much so. I don't know if Breakfast Club is underrated, is it? I think it's recognised as the absolute seminal classic of teen movies that it is. Maybe you didn't mean that one. Great quizzing. Thank you, says Ken. A big shout out he gives to all the 10 out of 10ers. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to say goodnight. Thank you for joining me in the Good Ship Way of the Exploding Show. We're actually finishing on time, god damn it! How the heck did I pull that off? Incredible stuff. So I hope you have a great week. I hope it's warm wherever you are. I don't think I'm travelling anywhere this week. I've been all over the country on my one wheel. I've been to the Zoom headquarters and did a great gig there. I did another futurology gig this week at the Science Museum. That was absolutely fantastic. And then I've got Glasgow coming up. And then I'm doing a music festival where I'm talking about the tech that we were promised in yesteryear. It's called Where's My Flying Car? In the great house at the great estate in Cornwall. I think some tickets are still available if you want to come. It's going to be an amazing event. And of course, starting to edit our movie. Final call should be, of course, to head over, check the movie out. If you don't know what it is, it's called Control AI Delete. We filmed it, folks, didn't we? We filmed it, and now we're editing it. Anyway, if this is the first you've heard of it, where have you been? We've been talking about it for about 6 months. But go along, controlaidelete.net, and click on a Kickstarter logo. You can still buy yourself a copy, which I'm currently beavering away at. Yeah, I could do a Friday night show, Matt. It's a nice idea. Anyway, enough said. Have an amazing Sunday, what's left of it. A great week, and I'll see you same place, same time for more Way of the Exploding Show shenanigans next Sunday at 9 p.m. Goodbye!